Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm going to be making shrimp fried rice. Okay, so for my shrimp fried rice, I'm going to be using raw shrimp. Here I have large shrimp. This is 1 pound that's cleaned and deveined. I'm just going to season it with a 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, maybe a 1/4 teaspoon of white pepper, maybe a little less. It's up to you. And I'm just going to give that a mix. Okay, so the shrimp is done. Now for the other ingredients, you're going to need 3 cups or 1 pound of cooked rice. I'm using a medium grain rice, but you could use long grain, and day-old rice left over in the refrigerator works best. If you cook fresh rice and it's still hot, you run the risk of your fried rice being gummy or soft. So I actually cooked this hours ago and I had it in the refrigerator for about an hour. So technically it's not day old, but that's what I'm working with today. But if you have leftover or day old rice in the fridge, that works best. I'm also going to use 1 large egg. Here I have about 6 to 8 ounces of fresh bean sprouts. I have the whites. These are the whites and these are the greens of 3 scallions that I've chopped. 2 heaping teaspoons of garlic paste. You could use 2 or 3 cloves of finely minced garlic, fresh garlic. And I have about a 1/4 cup of diced fresh onion. That's optional. I just had a small piece of onion that needed to be used, so I'm going to toss it into the rice today. Now, to flavor the rice or season it, I'm going to be using a 1/3 cup of chicken broth. I'm going to add 1½ tablespoons of dark soy sauce. You could just use a tablespoon if you find that too salty. And I'm going to mix in a 1/2 teaspoon of sugar. It's not going to sweeten the rice, it's just going to balance the flavors and sort of give it that umami flavor. I'm just going to mix this well, and this is ready. So here I have a very large skillet. You could use a large wok or the cooking pan or skillet of your choice. I chose to go with my 14-inch granite stone skillet. And I have my pan preheating on a medium-high to high heat setting. I'm going to add a couple tablespoons of cooking oil. And now I'm going to add in my shrimp. I'm going to cook this on a high heat for a couple of minutes. This shrimp will not take that long to cook. Okay, so my shrimp is cooked through. As you can see, it's sauteed and it cooked at a high heat. And you really don't want to overcook your shrimp because it'll be tough. So I'm going to remove it from the pan. Okay, so here's my cooked shrimp, and I'm just going to set it aside until I need it again. So I'm going to add another tablespoon of oil. Maybe 2 tablespoons works better. And now I'm going to start to saute my onion and the whites of the scallions. I'm going to add a pinch of salt. And I'm going to saute this. Now I'm going to add my 2 teaspoons of garlic paste. And I do have this at a high heat setting. And you don't want to overcook the garlic because it will burn. Now I'm going to add in my rice. Okay, so now I'm going to add my sprouts. These are actually mung bean sprouts is what I had in my fridge, and I just sort of cleaned them because they needed to be used. And I love to add them to stir-fried rice when I have it. 2 teaspoons of sesame oil, a work that in there. Okay, so I worked that in. I'm going to create a small space just in the center. I'm going to add a little bit more cooking oil because I am going to add my 1 large egg right into the center. I'm going to cook that first and then I'll work it into the rice. Now you can start mixing it into the rice. Now you'll want to add that soy sauce chicken broth mixture all into the rice. Okay, so at this point, go ahead and add your shrimp back in. And this rice smells fabulous. It smells so good. You can definitely add the peas and carrots to this. Just pretty much any veggie that you like in your stir-fried rice, go for it. This is, for some reason, when it comes to shrimp fried rice, this is just my go-to. I'm going to add the greens of the scallions. Give that a mix. And just taste it for seasoning. If you want, you can go in with a little bit more white pepper, but for the most part, this is stir-fried rice. This is my shrimp fried rice. I hope you give this recipe a try. I hope you like it, and thanks for watching.